Every day somebody homeless with their kids, can't pay their rent, in the shelter, begging for money, that look like me. But we don't talk about this stuff. We ignore it. We act like it don't exist. We're so educated. But we're also educated homeless women. We're homeless. We have no money. Can't pay our bills because we idolize materialistic things that have no value in your life. Cannot pay our bills, but yet we brag and brag and brag about how we are so educated.
So I watched this video and it definitely triggered me. And it's because my current situation, like I'm currently living in a hotel. I've been here for 3 months. And before that, I was living in my car for a year. I watched this video about educated Black women experiencing homelessness, and it struck a chord. As a college educated woman who also has had a career in tech, and I have IT certifications, I've also ran a couple of businesses that were successful. I'm now a spectrum mom where I only have space to raise a autistic son. Because of that, I know firsthand that intelligence and ambition, they don't always guarantee you stability, especially when you're raising a child like mine. What frustrates me most about the assumption that homelessness among Black women must be a result of laziness, bad choices, or materialism, it just takes me there. That is sin to me. And it should, considering my situation. I'm living in a hotel. And it's not because I mismanage my money. It isn't because I chase luxury or I refuse to work or I'm relying on men for money. It's because my daughter wanted to do some things with her life and I needed to put my dreams and my goals and my career on the back burner so my daughter could move forward. But then the cost of living suddenly changed. The resources for single mothers are not as accessible as people think, especially when you have a special needs kid. There are systematic barriers that exist that we don't talk about enough. For Black women, the narrative has always been that education is the key, right? That's why so many of us have went to college and decided to work on ourselves intellectually, because knowledge has been the key, right? That's what we were taught. It's not the key to security. It's more complex than that. First of all, that lack of generational wealth and that economic stability can place even the most driven women in like a vulnerable position. Black women don't deserve to just be surviving. We deserve stability. We deserve support. We deserve community and a society that values our contributions. And oftentimes, if you're a Black woman, you know that what you contribute isn't always valued, regardless to who you contributing to. But I'm just tired of being known as the person that has to push through everything. Like, I always got to be the one that's strong and do it on my own. I'm tired of that narrative, and I'm tired of people making fun of me for saying that I need help. Calling someone a beggar or saying someone is begging when they're asking their community for help. It's not just ignorant, it's part of the problem. You are part of the problem. No one is supposed to be out here navigating life alone. If that was the case, it would only be one person on this planet. We're meant to have family. We're meant to have a support system. And a lot of Black women do not. I do not. We are supposed to have a community that steps up for us. The real issue here isn't Black women asking for help. We're supposed to ask for help. We're not supposed to be out here doing it by ourselves. It's the mindset that shames us for doing it. That's the problem. If you see somebody struggling and the first thought that comes to your head is to judge them instead of supporting them, you are the problem with the world. Strong societies are built on mutual aid, not individualism. Like, not Black women out here struggling or taking pride in doing everything on their own. One thing I've learned by living around other races of women is that they heavily rely on community, their families. I live in a predominantly Indian Asian area with a sprinkle of some white people on it, and they work together. So if somebody in your community needs help, especially if it's a mother, and your instinct is to mock them or call them lazy or call them a beggar when they need help, pretending like you're strong and independent and self-made and shit, you're just someone who benefited from support and aren't willing to extend it to others. People like this woman right here probably have family support, mentorship and networking, government assistance. Some of these business owners, y'all got employee labor. Some of y'all got support from your spouses or your partner. Some of y'all had community resources, but you sit out here and try to act like no one helped you. You hate people who are in financial hardship right now. Like you ain't never took out a loan, never got a business grant, or never had any tax breaks. Some of us out here getting it in the mud. Some of us are in the mud. You hear me? Like, there are some people out there who are adopted. There are some people out there who have mental health issues and disabilities. There are some people out there who struggle with alcohol and drugs, abuse, all types of things that you know nothing about that is making it difficult for them to function properly in this world. There are so many different factors. There's so many moving pieces that come along with why Black women have ended up this way. It's not as simple as, oh, she's lazy. Oh, she only cares about materialism. I need help. And I spent a whole year living in my car before I even felt comfortable enough to ask for it. Stop judging people who ask for help. We're not supposed to be out here doing things alone. We're supposed to be a part of a community who will give us a helping hand. That's always what I was taught. I was taught that in school and college and everything. When you're taught leadership, when it's in business and community, you're taught that you're supposed to help people. We're not supposed to be sitting out here trying to do this by ourselves. And nowhere in this video did I see this woman address the Black men just disappearing out of the lives of these women. Because oftentimes, had these men been around helping these women, they wouldn't be sitting here asking for help. Homeless and homeless shelters and hotels. Just because you're not struggling don't mean you working harder than anybody else who is.